Hi, this is a Technique Tuesday. So we're going to be doing, I have all kinds of my little pads for my Distress Oxides. I think I'm going to be just using 3 of them today for this technique. This is called a reverse stencil. And I think I'm just going to use some nice shades of maybe some light, I'll try to do the light purple, but the teal and the purple, it's the preserves. But I'll try to do it lightly. So we're just going to do like a really nice blend between these two. And then we will do a nice bold color on top, which I'm going to choose Chip Sapphire. And you can do Chip Sapphire, you can do black. Black is a really stunning way of doing this. But I really do like Chip Sapphire. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to randomly ink this up. So for this, I have my heat gun, I have my Distress Oxides, I have my blending tools, and I will have my, there it is, my little piece of paper that I use. Now I don't like these as much as I like the brushes. I've become very, very fond of my brushes. But again, I only have 3 of them, and I do wash them. And so I kind of just want to make sure that I use them when I want. I'll use it on the Distress, on the Chip Sapphire here in a little bit. But I do want to use the Seedless Preserve as well. The main difference between these and the brushes, for one, if you're going to use one of the blending tools, I would get the roundy ones. But the brushes don't leave like these little circles that you see. It makes such a smoother blend. And if you don't have them, then start light, go to dark, or go heavy, right? Light-handed to heavy-handed when you're using Distress Oxides. Okay, so I have my heat tool, I have a stencil, and I have my Distress Oxides. I'm just going to blend between the two. I'm just going to make this a diagonal. I don't know what that's from. Must have had something there. Must have had something underneath or something. It's picking up something. Anyway. Okay, so there's that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my brushes and use Chip Sapphire. I'm actually going to zap this first with my heat gun, and I have my all-purpose mat behind it, which is heat resistant. Okay. I just want this to pretty much dry, so I'm not going to be blending it into the other Distress Oxide. Okay. Now you can use Scotch tape. I think I'm going to regret using Scotch tape. I usually use a masking tape or washi tape, which is a type of masking tape actually. That's what it was developed for. This type of masking tape. Originally, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be. Okay. I'm going to use my Chip Sapphire, which this is one of my favorites that I have. Here's my brush. I just ink the brush up. You'll notice that they do get stained. It's okay. It's not going to come off on your next project once you wash them. And I'm just going to go through and my paper holder. Okay, rotate this. And so this is called reverse stenciling. So you're seeing what I really like about this is you are stenciling, right? I mean, this is like pure stencil, but you're getting the boldness of the stencil instead of like a really colorful stencil. The background is more colorful than the stencil part, which is what I really like. I like the boldness of it. It's just a different way of stenciling. And I'm sure you've noticed that I've used a lot of stencils in the past couple weeks. I'm growing very, very fond of stencils. They make very fast and very repeatable and beautiful cards. So if you need some that are repeatable, then this is definitely the way to go. I think I need more in this corner. So let's get this corner some more. Now somebody asked me a couple of weeks ago what you do with stencils, like the big 12 bys. I leave them together. You could probably cut some of them apart. I choose not to, just because this way I can do multiples, or, you know, I have, once you cut them, they don't react the same. Okay, so I'm going to just hopefully rip this tape off gently, not so gently. Like I said, I was probably going to regret using it. In fact, I may just cut it. This tape just, my tape doesn't play nice. It rips my paper. Okay, so bye-bye tape. I'll just cut you. And that's fine because nobody's going to see the back anyway. Okay, so I keep all my stencils together, just so you guys can see. But isn't that cool? Not any effect. I like the reverse stencil effect. It just brings the colors out. You know what another thing is like using a paper like, I don't know if I have it readily available to my touch, but like Life's a Hoot. Oh my gosh, that would be so pretty on that one. Let's see if I have it. I know I used it not too long ago, so it probably got buried though. Yeah, I don't see it readily. But that would be really pretty because it's got like some, I don't know, some ombre effects to it. That would be really pretty. So here's the reverse stencil effect. I'll put it on a card and I'll post that as well. I will see you next Tuesday for another technique. Bye.